You're listening to the Platte River Bard.
Hello, and welcome to the Platte River Bard. This is Chris Berger.
And I'm Sherry Berger.
And today we are here with Kimberly Faith Hickman.
Yay!
She is the Artistic and Education Director at Rave On Productions. And we're going to talk to her about all kinds of stuff today.
Yes.
But first of all, it's very nice to see you.
It's good to see you too.
For the first time in a long time.
A long time.
Oh my God.
We look exactly the same.
We do.
We really do.
We do.
I think you both do.
COVID has done nothing to us.
Exactly. Exactly. It's so nice to have you back on the podcast.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Apologize. It's been so long.
Yes, too long.
And the last time we did this, we did it virtually anyway.
Yeah.
We did.
Because I think we're at the tail end of...
It was right when everything was starting to shut down, I think.
Or was it then? Oh,
it was summer. I remember it was summer because we had I was still at Omaha Community Playhouse and we had just stopped doing it in person.
That's right.
And we're in the middle of all this programming changes. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God.
We've all lived multiple lifetimes since then. It's crazy.
Yeah, that was yes, that was that was in the before times.
It's so much easier to be in person.
Yeah.
I think, but thank you for doing virtual with us.
Absolutely.
Because it took a little while for us to even
Yes, you were one of the first
get
ones.
organized
Yeah,
on how we were doing that.
Yes, we had some virtual sessions that didn't work.
Yes.
Early on, yeah, they didn't work. Yeah, and we didn't end up doing them. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so you've got a lot of exciting things going.
Yes.
Even since we talked, you have more exciting things going.
Yes.
So you are with Rave On Productions.
Yes.
And I actually was one of the questions I was going to ask you because I see omahaseries.com
Yes.
and then I see raveonproductions.com.
Yes.
So I'm assuming that Omaha Series is part of Rave On?
Yes. So the Omaha Series is the list of shows that we do here in town. Rave On Productions also has a pretty robust touring roster, so that helps us separate what we're doing out of town from what we're doing in town. Yeah.
I see. Interesting.
Yeah.
And I know you just got done with your Omaha production of the awesome 80's Prom, but you're getting ready to do Lincoln, and that's a first time for you too.
Yes, we've partnered with the Lead Center, so we're they're doing a co-pro with us on the show, and we're going to be at the Rococo Theatre.
Oh, awesome.
I'm very excited. I've not been inside of the Rococo before. I've seen photos. It looks like the coolest place, and everyone who's been in it's like, oh my God, it's the coolest. And
We've been in there.
I'm really looking forward to it.
I thought I was in
Yeah.
there.
Oh, that's exciting. So how did you decide to do Lincoln then? You're going to expand this
they reached out to us and just said, we're interested in partnering with you guys, and what kinds of shows do you have coming up? And we had just selected Awesome 80's Prom, and we thought, well, this would be a really good first option to take out there and see how it goes. And it's such a great show and a lot of fun for people, whether you want to just sit and watch it or if you want to participate and engage.
Right.
We thought it'd be a great first choice to take it out there. So,
Oh, awesome.
yeah.
Now, I did not see, who was this written by?
It was originally by a gentleman named Ken Davenport, who is a producer in New York, and he and some of his classmates from the class of 1989 put this show together, and it ran off Broadway for a really long time and made some regional appearances, and then I don't know how many people do it anymore, but two of our cast members, Caitlin McClincy and Aaron Stoll, were in the production 15 years ago when the Omaha Community Playhouse did it, and they said, you should really look at the show. We had a blast doing it. It'd be perfect for you guys. So I read it and I thought, oh God, this would be fun. And so we decided to do it, and Caitlin and Aaron are reprising their roles as Heather and Heather.
Oh, cool.
Right.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's they introduced me to the script, and it's a really cool piece.
She was telling me about it. It reminded me of the old And just in the way it's structured, maybe in the setup of that old Tony and Tina's Wedding.
Yes.
That was so popular forever.
Yes.
It's a play, but it's also an event that
Yes.
you go to.
Correct.
And you can participate. You can not participate. You
Exactly.
can do a little bit. And it happens all around you, whether or not you participate or not.
Exactly. Yeah. So the half of the show is scripted and the other half is improvised. And during all the improvised
Shows are
sections,
immensely successful.
you
Man.
you can participate
Wow.
in the improv if you want, or just watch it unfold around you.
It's such a cool.
It's a great time.
show concept.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Especially people who are sort of leaning towards interactive theater, and that's still kind of a trending topic. I think in theater is more interactive, and people really like it, especially. Now that we're by some of the crud, people are okay to be interactive again.
Absolutely, and I think people miss it.
Oh man,
In
this kind of thing, because God, Tony and Tina's was it was huge.
Yeah. So if you're familiar with Tony and Tina's, it's a very similar style of
setup.
format.
Yeah, I love that format. I think it's cool that somebody else has taken that format and turned it into and now you have all the 80s stuff with it too.
Yes.
You were reading about it's got you have 80s
Yes, all the
characters.
Yes, 80s characters that are very they're taken from iconic 80s teen movies. So like The Breakfast Club and Pretty in Pink and all those characters are like the characters in the show. And then the music, so during the improvised sections, instead of a DJ playing tracks, we actually have a band performing. And so there's live music that, again, if you want to participate in the improv happening around you, you can. Or if you just want to get up and dance to your favorite 80s song, you can do that too.
Cool.
And that was an opportunity for Billy McGuigan to be part of that band.
Yes. So Billy is our showman. The character's name is Johnny Hughes. He's the MC of the prom. But yeah, he's our singer. And then our character Lewis, who is the quintessential tech nerd, is his the actor playing this role is Matthew McGuigan, Billy's younger brother, and Matthew is surrounded by every keyboard we could possibly find, drum machines, every synth machine, So Matthew's the tech nerd behind all the electric instruments, doing his thing and playing all the. Yeah, it's really fun. It's a great time.
It sounds like fun, it sounds like the Omaha shows just went really well, too.
They did.
So now you're ready for.
Oh, I imagine.
For Lincoln.
I imagine they did. Yeah.
So it's going to be at the Rococo.
June 7th and 8th at the Rococo Theatre in Lincoln, and we're ready for you, Lincoln.
That's awesome.
We're ready to party.
I love it. So then the next thing that you have going in July is called The Outsiders.
Yes, from the book.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the movie. I'm all about some 80s movies.
I would say, God, it's that movie.
Yes.
You go back and look at the cast of that movie. It is a who's who of the young actors that eventually kind of took over the 80s and 90s too. And some of them are still going today.
They are. Rob Lowe and Tom Cruise. And
I think by far is the biggest one out of there.
I know. It's wild. Ralph Macchio.
I
Yeah. Diane
had
Lane.
such a crush on him when I was younger.
Oh my God. Dylan, wasn't he in there?
Matt Dillon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Well, it was Francis Ford Coppola.
Yes,
movie,
it was.
So it was a big deal.
It was.
Oh my God.
So this is based on the S.E. Hinton's classic novel.
Yes. Yeah, the novel itself was a big deal. A lot of kids read it in school.
Yes, and they still do. It's still on the reading list for a lot of schools.
Oh, that would be a great thing then to take your kid to this.
Yeah, no, a lot of kids read this in school.
So that'll be July 19th through the 21st, and you're doing that in conjunction with Benson.
Yes, we're doing that at the Benson Theatre. We did a show there last year, and just the venue is so amazing.
It's
beautiful. The facilities the resources are fantastic for people creatives that want to be there. The staff is awesome. The neighborhood is, I love Benson. It's just such a cool place to be. And so we're going back to do The Outsiders there, and the kids are really excited.
Oh, good.
They're very psyched, and they all think Benson's such a cool neighborhood too. So they're getting to hang out in Benson for for a weekend as actors.
Hey man,
they're thrilled.
I want to perform at that theater. That is an awesome little theater.
It is. It's so cool,
really
and
cool.
they designed it it's so impeccably designed. There's no bad seat.
No, there's not.
The seating options are amazing. If people haven't been there, you can get a table. You can sit in a booth. You can sit in a chair. It's just,
you can
it's
sit
so
almost
cool.
like at a bar kind of a situation if you want to sit across the back.
There's a bar countertop. Yes.
Yeah. The option, they have all kinds. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I can't say enough good about that place.
Same.
Neat. And that's also part of the Omaha Series. So if people wanted tickets to either one of these, the Awesome 80's Prom or The Outsiders, they would get it through omahaseries.com.
Correct. That is correct.
Okay. All right. Gotta do that for sure.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of classes and workshops, and is that at the Countryside address, or is that someplace else?
That is at the Countryside Village studio.
Okay.
So our Rave On Productions, our space is at Countryside Village, which is around 80th and Pacific. Sometimes I get my streets mixed up. And our address is 8708 Countryside Plaza. And we're in that neighborhood. We're on this front side of the second set of buildings in Countryside Village. And it's a great neighborhood to be a part of. We rehearse there. We do our camps there, our private lessons that fall under the McGuigan Arts Academy umbrella.
Okay.
And our parents love it because they can bring their kid and then go to the Casual Pint and get a drink, or to Timber and get dinner, or we've got really great neighbors that are so supportive and encouraging of the kids, and that's really awesome to see too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So you have some workshops that you're doing specifically this summer, because you do a lot of summer camps.
We do. We have a lot of camps. On Saturdays, we have a camp called Happy Feet, which is for 5, 6, and 7-year-olds.
Yeah.
And that's an intro class to music, acting, and visual art. And then we've got full-day camp options throughout the summer for ages 8 to 11 and then 12 and up, also in theater, music, and visual art.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and all of our instructors are professionals who are in the Omaha area doing this for a living, and so they get to learn for some really cool people.
Oh,
it's
that's
really
awesome.
That's cool.
And you do private?
We do
training
private lessons
as well.
too. We do. So we offer private lessons in all of those areas, music, acting, and visual art. And we start, some of our music classes start as young as age 5 for private lessons. So depending on what they're interested in. But we've got voice, guitar, bass, cello, violin, drums, private
Ukulele.
acting, painting, drawing, honestly, you name it. And we have adult students as well. We have a 79-year-old gentleman that's about to start violin lessons. So
that's wonderful.
it's awesome. It's very cool.
That's awesome. Do you still do ukulele?
We do. We just finished a ukulele session. Yeah, and actually saw one of our ukulele students last night. He stopped by the studio to tell me he was still playing, and he was very proud. I think he's 7. He had built up calluses on his fingers, and he was like, "Look, Kimberly, it's really
calluses."
I know, it was so cool. I was like, "Good for you."
Oh, that's great.
That's awesome.
It's so good to see you being able to get back into helping kids and all of that, and yet you are able to still do a lot of directing of adults as well.
Yeah.
It's good that you really get a good mix of both.
It's nice. Yeah, it's a really nice. I feel very lucky that I've been able to find a really nice balance of the education part, which has always been really important to me, and the artistic, creative storytelling part as well. And I feel really lucky to be able to do that, and it's a lot of fun. And it's great to still be able to work with all the talent that's in Omaha and see the talent that's here. That's just on the younger end of it, But they're awesome, and kids are amazing creatures that teach me all the time too, and I love them. You never know what they're gonna say or do. It's they're so smart. It's so great.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad to see that you're able to get back into that. And
thank you.
And it's nice because you probably even get to do more.
Yeah.
Than what you were doing previously in other positions.
I do. Yeah. So, it's nice. It's really nice to be able to dig in a little deeper and teach more than I've been able to do in the past.
Right. Yeah. I know you probably have something else happening this fall, but maybe it's not announced yet. On your season?
We've announced the Rocky Horror Show, which we'll do at the Slowdown in October, and this is our 4th year doing it, I believe.
I'm going to say you guys have been doing that for so now it's 4 years.
Yeah, this will be our 4th year. I believe that's
John's
true.
been involved in that in the past. John Hickerson.
I missed that.
Yep,
when
John's been in
website.
it. Yes,
yeah.
John's been in it a couple of times. This will be our 4th. Yeah, it's crazy. Time really does.
Wow.
Okay.
It doesn't feel like it's been that long, but
I'd love to try that one.
It's fun. It's a fun show. It's such a good time. So the Rocky Horror Show, and then yesterday and today, the Interactive Beatles Experience.
Oh, yes.
Right.
It will be in December at the Slowdown as well.
At the Slowdown, I was say I knew they hadn't stopped doing that. They just changed where they were doing it.
Yeah. And then we have a what I'll call a pop-up event happening in August that I don't think I can officially announce yet, but I can give the teaser.
Sure.
It'll be a one-night-only pop-up event at the Benson Theatre, actually, in August.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
People can keep an eye out for that then.
For sure, yes.
Okay. I'm so happy for you guys.
Thank you.
And all that it means, especially to the kids, to be able to have all of these options and even the adults as well.
Yeah. It's awesome. And I think it's important that, I was a kid, my parents were very supportive and encouraging, but not every kid has that. And so I think being able to have just a place where they can go and know that someone's going to be invested in what they want to learn and what they want to try. And I think it's important. And adults, too, if there's something you've always wanted to learn, you just haven't done it yet, now's the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was a big deal. It was a big deal for me when I was younger to have experience with adults who, knew what they were doing, right? Knew what they were talking about, who would encourage you.
Yeah.
That was huge, and said, "Hey, you know what? You're pretty good at this. You should do this more."
Right.
That meant the world. And
Exactly.
as an adult, training with other people who you view as, have more experience in all that than you, and they have them saying, "Hey, you should, you should keep doing this, or you should go do this over here." You know? That's huge.
It is.
It's a big
It's
deal.
great to have mentors and allies and people that believe in you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
It's a big deal.
Yep, and you're great at
Big
that.
deal.
So
Well,
this
thank
is
you.
perfect for you.
I try my best. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Absolutely. Very well deserved. Well, I'm excited for you. Thank you so much for talking to us today.
Of course.
For tickets and more information about the awesome 80s prom in Lincoln, Nebraska at the Rococo Theatre, go to www.theomahaseries.com. Productions will be June 7th and June 8th.
To register your child for Happy Feet Summer Camp for ages 5 through 7 from the McGuigan Arts Academy, or to register for Rockin' Palooza for ages 12 and up, go to McGuiganArtsAcademy.com.
For tickets and more information about The Outsiders on July 19th through the 21st, go to theomahaseries.com.
And for more information about all of Rave On Productions, raveonworldwide.com. Thank you for listening and supporting the arts in the Platte River area and beyond. Please subscribe to our podcast so you are sure to catch all of our future episodes and join us on social media. See you next time on the Platte River Bard.